Alright guys, we are back to finish Metaphor. I mean, I'm assuming we're like literally 5 minutes away from the end, but I didn't want to risk the last episode going over, so we're here. Anyway, at least I'll talk at the end about my opinions. Even though, I mean, it should be kind of clear, I guess.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Louise, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researcher's findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Louise last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace. Even the royal knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Heisme Nocturne, no less. You believe that? The royal knights, led by a Ujif of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Speaking of His Majesty,
Oh, thank God he's right
I've also heard
there.
some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts. Besides, what
Oh my
business
God,
would
he's
a
just
king
like a
have
real
in this
person. I
place?
can't believe it.
Suppose you're right.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to
He's
sort?
just fucking weird like that, but okay.
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house.
Yes, thank you for that exposition.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey, isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Louise and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait, I'm coming with you.
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Dude, there's still more? Okay.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their sound effects and
God damn it, I did again. I keep on dropping this fucking controller. How is this controller not fucking broken at this point?
not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, let's keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed
Fun.
like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scandal, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Let's go.
So we're still getting gameplay? Okay.
Hey?
Interesting. I generally thought this, like, I can't believe there's more gameplay.
Cheers.
Huh. Yeah, do you get any like special scenes going here? Huh. Okay.
Hey? Come on! I think...
Oh fuck, I didn't mean to skip that. Nah, whatever.
Well... I guess... All right. Hey?
Okay. Oh, there's actual Bond shit happening too? Thank God this was voice acted.
Of course. And so. Well. This I vow.
What do you want to do?
Okay. So is Maria really the end of the game? Oh my God, there's so many fucking ones here. What the fuck? Okay. Well, shit. Dude, I didn't realize there was this much more. Like, if I knew this, I probably would have actually ended and just, like, finished this tomorrow morning. Because now I'm staying up to, like, what, past 5 a.m.? Oh, whatever.
Alright then.
Wait, what's the menu? Oh, it's just the same. Okay. Do everybody's here except for more? Okay. Yeah, so we can't go to academia or anything, right? Obviously, there'd be no point anyway.
So.
Oh.
This is all right.
I fucking time to talk to everybody anyway. Dude, there's so many people here. What the fuck?
Pleasure to see you.
But
hey. Yes. Now that you mention it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yo.
Dude, he looks ridiculous in this outfit. What the fuck is this?
Hey.
Like I was like, I get what they're going for, but like they all look ridiculous in these like white outfits and everything.
But.
yeah.
I feel like this is a weird. That's a weird fucking thing to say. I feel like, but sure. Like over the more general one, but.
Thank you.
Oh. Just.
Right.
True. However.
That's.
Yes. We shall.
Okay.
All right then. Where to?
Oh, you can't go anywhere else? Okay. Is there anyone in the Gauntlet Runner?
Let's go.
It's the final time. Is Nurse not here? Why not? I want to cook. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Well, fine.
Let's go. Yeah?
Oh, he's here.
Aha!
About that.
Oh,
How come he doesn't have a new outfit?
perhaps.
It's only the actual party members? You tell me that nurse sucks? Can't believe it.
Indeed. That's... However...
Okay. Wait. Wait, am I making that? I could have sworn I saw one here. What the fuck? Okay. Do I talk to this guy? Okay. There's one over here. Oh, it's, oh no, it's Juna?
My king.
I would love for Juna to tell me that I'm her king. What is this?
In that case.
Gosh. Well. So... Speaking of which...
Who's that again?
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Hey! Hey!
Man, now that I finished this, I could finally stop avoiding like spoilers and stuff. I mean, there's like certain videos I wanted to watch before making my video, and then shit.
Magic.
I don't even know how I'm gonna handle my video. Too fair, I didn't know how I was gonna handle the Persona one before I made that. And too fair, I don't even remember how I handled the Persona one at this point, because I fucking recorded it, what, like 3 months ago now? Like I literally recorded what? It was like, I remember it was between Christmas and New Year's. It was like that week between. Yeah, like I have no memory of the video at this point, which is gonna make it a fucking pain to edit too.
Say.
But...
Yet. Speaking of...
Okay. UFO, I assume, yeah.
Greetings.
Well...
Yes, of course. In truth. Now that you mention it. Very well. I do believe. Because.
Okay.
Make
All right.
Oh, I was staying so close, but whatever.
May God keep you, child.
What's that? Yeah, why is he here? It's just because, but okay. Oh, I skipped him.
This fellow. I'm counting on you.
Aha!
Is there anyone else big I skipped?
Hello.
Yeah, I don't fucking give a shit about him. Who's this?
Thank
Oh, it's the guy that yeah, told stories, right?
All right now.
All right then.
It's everyone in this area, right? Okay. I think let's go back here and just like double check.
Thanks. Ah, brilliant. This place is sweet.
Well, I sure don't want to go back to the old
Wait, is that a person? Oh, it's just a kid. Fuck the kid. Mag broker.
Oh, very nice. Well, well.
Yes.
Welcome.
Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice.
Boy there. Your patronage is very.
All right then.
Okay, so I think we're heading here.
Let's go.
Go check how many are left. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is all of them.
Right. Oh.
Barden, my favorite character.
That's something. So. But of course. Then again. Brilliant.
Lovely that.
Oh-ho. Yeah.
Okay. Which one's which? It's Katarina. Okay.
Fancy a chat? Hi there.
Oh, right.
Thank God they're all here.
Hold on.
See you soon, I hope.
Okay.
Young man.
What?
Oh, I forgot. I generally forgot about this guy.
I'm left with no choice. Huh.
Young man.
Hiya.
I don't even care enough to talk to him. No one there.
Welcome.
Okay, let's just talk to Strahl.
Say there.
Hey.
Even so. Hey.
Thank you.
So I assume that these conversations are only available if you finish their bonds, right? I didn't even think about that. Because obviously these are all like relating to their actual bonds.
That's... No. Hey. That's why.
Say there.
Okay. I think that's it.
So?
Wait, yeah, okay, let's double check. I'm pretty sure it's everybody though, right? Yeah, isn't it? I feel like it's weird that
That reminds me.
what was this, I kind of forgot about that part of it too.
But
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to your Majesty's and Papa's dream. And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. We needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day, but we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of
Oh my god, he's
surprises.
coach.
Right.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year...
We're still going on? Okay. Dude, it's 5 a.m.
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, man. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King. Bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse,
Well, they're in their original
call for them
outfits.
beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Excuse me? Thank you. Fuck me.
Thank you. All of you. Let's be off.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
I can't believe he's there.
They would have left us behind.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow!
I think Maria's here too. Oh yeah, she actually gets. Oh yeah.
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
That's kind of a weird final shot, but there we go. That's it. Took me fucking almost 3 months to play this game. Yeah. Again, I think it's clearly, yeah. I think it's pretty clear that I think this is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm trying to decide like what I think is better between 3 and like I think 3 is probably like Persona 3 is probably better as a whole. It's like I think the thing with this, like to me, this kind of feels like a mix of like 3 and 5 in like different ways. Where like I actually feel like 3 does what it does better, and I feel like 5 probably also does what it is doing respectively better. Well, I feel like this is probably like kind of like an in between of the two. I'm not really sure where that lands necessarily. Like I think gameplay wise, for me, this is probably the best of the bunch. Like I think the archetype system and how that functions is probably better than anything in the other games. I like how they like modify the essentially the Persona sort of like systems into this game. I do like the overall like themes of the story and where it goes. I think it probably I'll say I'm actually like surprised to a degree that ends on like such a happy note. Like obviously there's still the like the thing of like, okay, not everyone's on his side and all that sort of stuff, but like it's essentially like a really happy ending, and I'm like a little surprised it went all in on that. But I guess to be fair, I mean, actually, yeah, I guess just Persona 5 obviously has a pretty happy ending all around, right? Because like coming into the end game, like like I obviously thought this was an option, that obviously it was going to be like, yeah, he just becomes king and that sort of stuff. I thought, like, I was also thinking about, like, there was also the other option of, like, he dies, like, the main character dies along the way, and then like inspires the rest of the nation to, like, be better or whatever. Like, I thought for me those were like the two paths. I think it's fine to go. Like, obviously, I think this path is probably the better one realistically. But yeah, like I think like narratively, I do really like how this game ends up playing out. I do think, like, again, like plot wise, I would probably say like I enjoyed 3 and, well, I guess 5. Like I think 5 probably has the best like plot of the, like, these, like, obviously I've played Persona 3, Persona 5, now this. Like, of those 3 games, I feel like Persona 5 probably has the best like plot. Though it's also probably the less like the least like deep narratively, I feel like, or at least like thematically. Where I feel like Persona 3 is probably the most deep. And again, I feel like this is kind of like in the middle of the two. Where yeah, I'm gonna not be hearing this music again for forever. That's such a tragedy. Imagine I actually stream this at some point. Like, how long would that take? At least I can stream that. I mean, like, I guess I could have streamed Persona 3 also, right? Yeah, both of those don't have block scenes. I'm still so annoyed about Persona 5 having block scenes. It's so annoying, and they're not getting rid of them. So I actually have to get a fucking capture card, which, to be fair, I could probably get at this point, considering, like, too bad, I could always get it, but, like, it was more so about, like, the convenience of using it. But at this point, like, considering I do have this, like, setup here, technically I could actually do it, but I don't know. But yeah, obviously done Metaphor. Again, took 3 months. So plan right now, like, straight up, I ended up finishing this later than I was planning. I was hoping to finish this, like, early to mid-May, or March. It is March, what, 25th? So it's not looking great. So the plan right now, I'm going to play Casting of Frank Stone, which is a relatively short game. I hope to get it done, like, the next week or so. So yeah, I mean, that's like an 8-hour game or so, like a narrative-focused game. It's supposed to be shit, but I'll play it anyway. After that, we're going to play Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and that'll probably take me until May. End of May, probably, and that'll probably be the last, like, big game I play. So, that's kind of the plan right now. Getting a play for the 2024 video. But yeah, that's the plan right now with all that stuff. Like, I'm still gonna, I intend on playing Neva at some point. I intend on playing Greece. I need to play Lost Records at some point for my Don't Nod video. But we'll get to that when we get to it. So, dude, it's so annoying because I really want to play Persona 4 also. Dude, actually, realistically, there's so many games I want to play. But, like, Persona, like, now that I've played, like, this and Personas 3 and 5, now I really need to play Persona 4. But also, it's like, the rumors that they're making are a remake, right? So, like, do I wait for the remake, or do I just play Golden, which I own anyway? I'm trying to think of what else I'm intending on playing. So I need to play Enslaved Odyssey to the West. I need to play that for a video. I need to play, well, I don't need to, but I intend on playing Gears of War at some point, especially before E-Day comes out. Because I was thinking about doing a Gears of War ranking, and I just generally want to play the Gears of War games, so that's something I might play coming up. Same thing with Tomb Raider. I was thinking about doing that with Tomb Raider, but Tomb Raider I'm a little bit less, like, all in on at this point. And oh, there's a lot of other shit. Like a lot of I still, like, haven't played a lot of the Xbox games I want to play. But again, we'll figure that out in like after we're done with the 2024 stuff. Oh, fucking Death Stranding's coming out soonish, isn't it? I forgot about that too. I'm gonna play Death Stranding. Probably playing Death Stranding 2 at launch. I did pre-order it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna have time to play it at launch. But I at least intend to at this point. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's essentially those plans. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Metaphor. I mean, this has been like such a, I don't know, like comfort sort of thing at the end of the night. I was just like, I can just play Metaphor for like an hour or so. Else is gone. I can never play Metaphor ever again. It's such a travesty. Now I have to play a shit game in fucking Casting of Frank Stone. But like legitimately, I am gonna rate this a 5 out of 5 on Backlog. I don't think it's really close. Like I think it's alongside Persona 3 and 5 as like one of my favorite games. I mean, like I ran through this yesterday on stream. Is that like, so I looked at my top 5 games from last time I did the list. It's like what, Last of Us 1, Persona 3, then Last of Us 2, AC1, and then Persona 5. I think this is around the same level as Persona 5 for me. I think, I don't know, I think the more I think about it, I think I'm probably going to go a step below. And like, I think that's more so like on nostalgia, more so than actual quality. I think realistically, I think I probably, like, I do think this is probably the better game. Like, I think it essentially improves upon Persona 5 in almost every way in terms of like the gameplay and like pacing and all that sort of stuff. I think it's like, I think you can criticize it a little bit more in terms of like probably some of its like the systems it takes from Persona probably not being as well contextualized. But I still think as a whole, like I think it handles most aspects of like the calendar system and all that stuff very well. So yeah, I do still really love Metaphor, but I do think Persona 5 is always going to hold like a more special place in my heart than Metaphor. Specifically, I do think Metaphor is probably the better game. So, but yeah, I think this is, again, is this number 6? My number 6 game of all time? Possibly. I need to play this. I think what I should do at some point in my life, I don't know when the fuck I'll ever do this, I should play this on stream and play it on like normal. Play like a normal person. I'm sure that'll go extremely well.
Dear guest,
oh, fuck me, there's more?
The world I shall never know.
Yeah.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you. With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Oh, fuck me, there actually is more. Please don't be a long scene.
Look at that. The rubble's just baked for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's
Oh,
see
here
the
we go.
world.
See, that was underwhelming final shots. Now let's get a better final shots.
Now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
Thank God they're playing around now.
That can change everything.
Okay, we're at 55 minutes already.
Face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Huh. There we go. But yeah, obviously, I didn't even talk about that. I do intend on doing a video on this on the main of Metaphor on the main channel. Like I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. I don't know how exactly like it's gonna work. And also, I don't know when the fuck it's coming out. Also, you can transfer. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, maybe I should do that on stream at some point. I don't know when the fuck I ever will, but maybe. 93 hours. It's actually like more than that, but sure. I think I end up playing this for about 96. I think if I were to guess, in total. So that's something. Way more than Persona 3. I think possibly. I think it's around the same time as my Persona 5 original playthrough. I know Royal was longer, but like I believe my original Persona 5 playthrough was like just under 100. So, which like this game was supposed to be shorter, so that's something. But again, I plan on doing a video on the main channel about Metaphor. Again, I don't know when's coming out, considering the fact that like the Persona 3 videos, like at best coming out in August. Even then, probably not that at this point. I don't know when that video is even coming out, and this video is coming out later, obviously. So it's like, I don't know when the fuck this video is coming out, but I am gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Like realistically, at this point, like this is the type of video I am gonna make, where like I feel like I'm definitely gonna try to hone down on doing retrospectives, of like old, like of like, well yeah, like stop doing these like really long form like scripted video game videos because I just don't have the time anymore. Instead, I'm going to do like a video of me just like talking through my thoughts on Metaphor and talking through my thoughts on Persona 3. Like, I mean, it's like I'll do stuff like that. I'll do rankings, and here and there I'll still do the retrospective of things I really, really care about. And like, it's really going to be limited at this point to where like, this year it's not. Like this year I'm still doing, and like I'm kind of wrapping up these series that I've started, but I'm not really starting any new series. I think is essentially what I'm doing. But I'm going to do Enslaved just because I just want to. But then like I'm doing Syndicate, AC Syndicate, which at this point the only ones I have to like essentially like I still have to do AC1. I'm probably going to redo Origins and maybe do an Odyssey one eventually, but like I'm nearing the end of that. I need to do the Telltale games. I'm still continuing on with that. But yeah, it's like I'm kind of wrapping up that sort of stuff. I think next year I'm probably not going to do too many. Like I'll probably do the AC1 next year. And then if I remember, I think is next year Uncharted 3? I think it is, right? And that's the last Uncharted game I have to do. And I think I'm doing New Frontier next year, right? And maybe Batman Telltale. Okay, maybe there's a decent amount. But anyway, it's like it's just continuing series I've started, not starting anything new because I don't have the time. Anyway, that's it. Anyway, we're at almost the hour mark, so yeah. Again, it's 5:30 in the morning, so I'm fucked. Too far. At least I don't have to like for sure watch the Austrian Fire episode before work, like last time. But again, I'm fucked. But you know. So again, that's it for Metaphor. Again, I'll be playing Casting Frank Stone if anyone gives a shit about that fucking game. But yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.